Well guys, here is the video on the Aston Martin DB5 007 edition that I told you guys I was going to make. I started working on it over the last couple of days, and I've gotten a lot done tonight. As you can see, I've gotten the body painted, I've gotten the chassis pretty much put together, and everything. It's a really easy kit. Very simple, almost to the level of being like a beginner kit, I would say. But I wanted to do this kit, as I told you guys before, because my dad is a huge James Bond fan, and since he's English, that makes it obvious that he would be. So I found this kit, and it's pretty rare, and so I decided to make this for his birthday. So well, actually, I'm making it for his Father's Day and birthday gift, and I'm going to be giving it to him this Father's Day. So I've got to try and get it done, and I've got about a week and a couple of days to get it finished, because the whole week before Father's Day, my wife and I are going to be gone to a church camp, taking the young people of our church there, and so I'm not going to be able to do any work for that whole week while I'm gone, which also reminds me that I probably won't be on here, I probably won't be on the forum, I probably won't be doing anything for that whole week while I'm gone. So just to give you guys a heads up, that's where I will be. But anyway, let me get on into this. This here is the kit, or the box for the kit, as I showed you guys before. And it is Doyosha is the brand. Right there, Doyosha kit. And it's the Aston Martin DB5 007 Goldfinger edition, and comes with everything. I've pretty much gotten all the pieces out of it and started working on it. I've taken a lot of stuff apart, but here's everything inside of there that I still have yet to use. I like how these are packaged with a strap to hold all the pieces in. The model actually set here. And then it also comes with this extra. It is the James Bond and Oddjob figurines. So I bought some figure paints to paint them with and put with it. So I thought that was kind of a neat little extra. I've never painted any figures before, so this will be a new one for me. I'm hoping they turn out good, since I'm going to be giving this as a gift, so I'm going to want it to be as perfect as I can get it to be. But that's pretty much the box. All my stuff's kind of in a mess. I'll just show you real quick. There's kits that I'm working on, some that I've already finished. There's some more up there, boxes with my stuff in it. Anyway, it's a big mess right now. I need to clean it up. And then this is where I do most of my building on here. Anyway, but let me get back to this. This is the body, and it comes just as like the stock Aston Martin body. There's a couple of things I have to cut out to make it into the James Bond version. The first being right back here on the back is a slit that I cut out, and it come underneath on the bottom. It was like marked to show you where to cut, but that is so that the rear bullet deflector can come up. And then here on the top, it also came with an area for you to cut out, and so I've already cut that out, and that would be like for the ejector seat, I guess, so when the top pops off and then the ejector seat would fly out. So I was gonna build some hinges, but I was having some trouble with it, and so I decided not to go that route, so I put some lips in there, just like right there and right there, just a little lip for this piece to sit in, and it just sits right in there. So anyway, that's pretty much the body. I painted it silver, and I still have to clear it. Put the decals on first and then clear that. So this here is the chassis, and like I said, it's very simple. As you can tell, the bottom doesn't even really have any detail to it. It's got the rear axle, the front suspension, drive line, the transmission, and then basically here where the motor would be, there really isn't any detail for the motor, so I just kind of painted an area in to kind of look like it. You can't really see too well, but the bottom I'm kind of displeased with it just because there is the lack of detail and it just looks kind of like a toy from the bottom. But you know, oh well, it's since it's the kit it is and it's so rare and it's a special kit, I'm just pretty much still happy that I have it and that I can do it. And even though the bottom's like it is, oh well, because that's not what's really going to be seen the most. So I'm going to spend all of my time detailing the interior and detailing the body and getting it to be perfect. So I started on a few of the interior pieces. The dash. I started working on the seats. I de-chromed a few pieces here, so because they came chrome, and I looked up the interior of what this car looked like, and the pieces weren't chrome; they were actually painted black, just like the rest of the interior. So let me show you a little bit closer up and let you see. Anyway, there is part of the dash. That's basically that little part there will go inside of that part that's black. And then you have your gauges. Then there's the seats. What's kind of cool about these ones is they actually came with like the headrests like sticking up like they do and having the bars in there. So I just painted those silver, and then there's those parts I de-chromed. But that's pretty much everything I've gotten done so far, and it's a really easy kit. Like I said, there's not much to it, so I should be able to get it finished. There's the decals. There's a whole bunch of different license plates. Some of the, well, a lot of the interior stuff is decals, and then there's all the decals that go on the exterior of the vehicle. And as you can see inside the box, there really isn't much. Like, the only two trees I have is just this with the rest of the chrome pieces on it, and then that tree down there, which you can see I've already taken a lot off of it. So there's really not a whole lot to this kit, but I'm going to kind of make up for the pieces that it doesn't have with some detailing. And it doesn't have an engine or anything because it is a curbside kit. So that kind of takes out a lot of pieces there. But that's pretty much all of that. Here is the paints for the figures that I got. This here is the warm skin tone. I've got the skin tone shadow. I got the skin tone light. This is like a gray color. It's called Schwarzgrün. I don't really know what that means. Sounds like a German word, but that's what I'm going to be using for some of the grays. And then this is just a flat black that I bought. So that's all of that. Real quick, I also wanted to show you guys, I picked up some detail brushes at Hobby Lobby the other day. Got them for like $3. And they have really fine tips on them. So they're really good for painting some of the stuff. Let me put this magnifier back on here again so you can see this better. But, okay. But you can see there, and they got some really tiny tips on them. Matter of fact, the tiniest one is this one. And, well, compared to my finger, you can see, and it's got a really sharp point to it. So, that one is really good for getting in those tight spots. And then it just kind of goes up in size from there. But they've all got, they're really kind of stiff a little bit and got really sharp tips to them. So it really helps you get in there and detail. So, if you're wanting to get a good set of detail brushes, I found that I can actually use these instead of using like toothpicks to get into some of those tight areas. That little tiny one will actually get in there pretty good. So if you've got a Hobby Lobby nearby, you might want to check these out. I think they're like $3 or $3.99 or something like that. So, but they're really good brushes. And anyway, I think that's it. And I will talk to y'all later.